Morning, it's Patsy. I thought I'd come on today and show you another new deck that I got a couple of weeks ago. I hadn't even opened it till this morning. I've just took the wrapper off to do this because I didn't want to be fighting with the wrapper. So it's only just come off. It's the Everyday Witch Oracle by Deborah Blake and art by Elizabeth Alba, and it's a Llewellyn Publishing. As you can see, I've got the tarot. I've had that for a while. So I thought that I would actually get the Oracle to do readings with the tarot, because I do like to match an Oracle with a tarot. So let's have a look at it. It comes just in the normal flip box. The box is real nice actually. You get your little book here. It's just no images, it's just a write upon each of the cards, so there's no actual images of the cards there. How the cards progress, how the cards are divided. So it says earth is grounding and practical action, air is thought and communication, fire creativity and passion, and water change and movement. So we've got the back here. A little bit about the author and artist, how to use this deck with the Everyday Witch Tarot. I think this is all just about the cards, and at the front we have how to use this deck and an introduction, and there is a contents at the front there as well. So that's how it's set up. So that's the little book. Let's have a look at the cards. I did know by watching other walkthroughs before I bought them that people did say that the card stock was very thin, so I was aware of that, but the tarot is as well. So that's the back of them. So that's the back of the cards. So let's turn around and have a look at the cards. You've probably all seen these before if it's something that interests you, because I know there's a lot of walkthroughs of them. Connect with Gaia is the first one. Then we have hibernation and regeneration, meditation to dig deep, ground and center, earth magic, plant the seeds, strength and resilience, affirmation for growth, prosperity and abundance, seasonal harvest, imagine and envision, listening to wisdom, meditation for clarity, gratitude and thanks, air magic, learn from life, prayers and wishes, affirmation for acceptance, speak your mind, transformation and change, sun and stars, accept love, meditation for creativity, inspiration and courage, fire magic, give into passion, follow your dreams, affirmation for healing the heart, give love, joy and delight, healing waters, cleansing body and spirit, meditation for peace and serenity, change and progress, water magic, make a move, go with the flow, affirmation for positive change, tears of joy and sadness, rebirth and regeneration, reinvention, not regeneration, reinvention. So I actually really like as a quick flick through, because like I said, I've not even looked at it myself, but my first impressions of the images are that they are gorgeous. I love the keywords on the bottom. Some of them are very different. I love how they're separated into the 4 elements. I think that's a very clever way of doing it as well. I do like that. The cardstock is very, very bendy. Even, yeah, you know, they are very, they probably will get wrecked quite easily, I would have thought. So, you know, even with the whole thingy, you can still bend them with the whole deck. So how many cards do we get here? We get 40. So we get 40 cards. So that's what we get. So let's have a give them a bit of a shuffle and see. They shuffle really nice. I mean, I don't riffle shuffle or rifle shuffle, whatever you want to call it. Riffle, I think. I don't riffle shuffle, but I'm sure that these would riffle shuffle really nice because they are quite a flexible, thin card. I overhand shuffle. That's the only way that I do it. So let's just have a look at one of the cards. Let's just pull a card for a message for today. So let's just ask for a message today for all of us who's watching the recording that I'm doing. So let's just pull one card for today. And we got Air Magic. There we go. Oh, straighten it up a little bit. It's the Air Magic card. So let's put this on the side. Let's go into the book and have a look what they say about Air Magic. That's the only thing, is that there isn't actually, but you can go to the front because they've not got a card number. But if you go to the front of the contents, it does tell you Air Magic is page 44. So let's have a look. You get an action, a divination and a magic with each card. So without air there is no life, but unlike the earth element, which is solid and obvious, the element of air is more ephemeral and harder to visualize. You cannot, after all, hold a chunk of air in your hands the way you can a rock. So we often use something else to symbolize it, like a feather or incense, but that doesn't make it any less vital an element than earth, or any less powerful, as anyone who has ever lived through a hurricane will tell you. Embrace the power of air with every breath and send your appreciation out on the breeze. So the action, there is a simple way to connect with the magic of air, and you do it all the time. Breathing. But instead of breathing without conscious effort, take a few moments to sit and really be aware of the air moving in and out of your lungs. Feel the power you draw in with each breath and the cleansing that carries away what you don't need as you exhale. If you want, visualize the breath coming in as one colour, yellow for instance, and the breath going out another colour, grey for instance. And this is wafting away the negativity. Be sure to say thank you to the element for its gifts. So the divination, this card is telling you to do something magical connected to air. You can do the breathing exercise above or stand outside in the wind as you mindfully connect to the power of air. If you have been struggling with health or emotional issues, light a sage smudge stick and let the air waft away negativity and illness. And then for magic, to make a magical connection with air, light a white or yellow candle. If you like, you can place a feather in front of it to symbolise the element. Then light either incense or a sage smudge stick and blow on it. Or, if you can be outside, let the breeze do the job for you. Watch the patterns the smoke makes as it rises. Can you see anything in the smoke? The way that you see shapes in the clouds, let the smoke waft around you, magically connecting you to the element. So there we go. So that's what you kind of get with each card. So which is quite good. Let's just lay out a couple of tarot cards from the Everyday Witch, and we'll see how they match up together. So, I mean, there's the backs of the Everyday Witch. Tarot, and there's the Oracle. So they match really well. So let's just pull a couple. Let's just pull a couple. Let's have a look, see if we can. I'm not shuffled these or anything. I'm just, no, they're not going to go more than one. Let me just move that out of the way. So if we pull 3 of these, like I said, I'm not shuffled or anything. I'm just pulled 3 from the top. So there we go. So if we put 3 of those there like that, and then let's just grab 1 from the Oracle and just have a look, see what they look like together. Try and squeeze them all in. No, it's not going to go there, is it? So we'll have to put that there. But there we go. To give you an idea of what they look like together. And I think they go really well together. You know, you can see the connection between the artwork, and even the writing is the same and whatever. So they really match really well. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know these and working with these alongside the tarot deck. And it's coming up to the right season because I tend to use my witchy kind of deck, like the Everyday Witch and what have you, the end of September, sort of autumn time. So sort of from the next week or so into October, I will start using these together. So I will come back with a reading when I got to know them a little better, and do a full reading using both to show you how that's all going. And I will be back soon. I may be back on with another video later today because I'm trying to catch up on a few. But yeah, so this is the Everyday Witch Oracle. And yes, it's flimsy, but I do love the messages on the cards. And it's going to be a nice little deck to add to my Everyday Witch Tarot. Thanks for watching. And if you've got it and you're using it and you're enjoying it, or if you're not enjoying it even, let me know below. Speak to you soon.